Happy Friday, Pinkfresh friends! Our first release of 2024 is live, and it is full of beautiful stamps, stencils, dies, and matching hot foil plates. Let's take a look at the entire release. Let's take a look at our 4x6 stamp sets that are part of this release that also have coordinating die and layering stencils as well. Up first is our new Get Well Soon design. You've got all of these tea-themed images merged onto one stamp, which allows them to easily align with the coordinating one-piece die and the coordinating layering stencils as well. There are 3 sentiments that are perfect for sending get well wishes to friends and family. Now, the 2 larger sentiments also have coordinating dies, and then there is a 4-piece layering stencil set that in the end allows your images to look like this. Now, if I went with a yellow and blue color theme from my Get Well card here, but of course the color combos, the sky's the limit on that, and you can really use whatever colors you prefer. Now, up next is our Heart of Gold stamp, stencil, and die set. You've got this really sweet lemon sprig with the cute little bird on there and multiple sentiments. There is a die for the lemon branch. And then there are also, 3 dies for these 3 sentiments here that are a little bit larger and have a little bit more of the scripted font to them. Now there is also, of course, the coordinating stencil set that colors in the image, or you can color it in with any of your favorite mediums. And this is how fun that image looks when all is said and done. Now, this set was illustrated by Isha Gupta, who has also recently joined our card team, so that is very exciting. Now, finally, we have our wildflower bouquet set. Now, this one is, it's a really cool concept. So you have these 4 flower stems merged onto one stamp set, which allows them to easily align with the coordinating stencils and the coordinating die. There are also 4 really fantastic sentiments on it, and the 3 larger sentiments also have coordinating dies as well. Now let's chat a little bit about the stencils on this set, because there are stencils to color in the one-piece floral stamp set, but then you'll notice there are other pieces on both the stencils and in the die. Now, these are meant to just ink blend on their own without a coordinating stamp set. So in the end, you'll notice in the background, you've got these little elements that don't have that crisp line impression to them, and then the ones in the front are the ones that coordinate with the stamp set. So when you layer these all together, they combine with this big one-piece die that cuts all of the elements out together, both the stamped and stenciled and just the stenciled. Now, something really cool about this one as well is you can also just cut these elements from cardstock or glitter paper, foil paper. The sky is the limit, and you'll notice there's some really lovely details in these dies as well. You'll also notice this cute little notch die here. We've included this to allow you to easily tie ribbon around your wildflower bouquet from the front of your card. So you can die cut this from the front of your card base, center it however you see fit, and then go ahead and thread ribbon through it, and then you can proceed to add your flower stems into it and tie your bow. So this one is a really super fun concept. I didn't get a chance to use it in full in a card yet. I did use some of those little sprigs cut from glitter paper on this cardstock. I'm sure you will see it used in upcoming lives on our YouTube channel and just more frequently in the future because it is a really fun set. Now here is a look at some gorgeous cards created by our amazing team using these 3 new beautiful stamp, stencil, and die sets. Next are our 4-piece product suites that offer 4x6 sized clear stamps, die sets, stencil sets, but also matching hot foil plates. So up first is our Beautiful Day product suite. This is a lovely folk-inspired floral image. You've got two clusters that are merged onto one stamp set, which allows it to easily align with the stencils and the die. And you've got some nice little friendship themed sentiments. And in the die set, there is the one piece die for cutting out all of the florals, and then also a die for cutting out that scripted word friend. Now you've got the matching hot foil plate, which also coordinates with the stencils and the die set as well. And in the end, this is what your image looks like. Now this one I foiled with purple foil, but you could easily create the same thing with the stamp set. And then you'll see this alpha die set a little bit later in the video, but this is also a new product in this release as well. So then we have our Best Wishes product suite. Now this one is technically 5 pieces. So we have the 4x6 stamp set and coordinating die, coordinating layering stencils, and the matching hot foil plate. But then we also have this really fun cardstock sticker pack. Now with the stamp set, you'll notice that all of these florals are merged onto one stamp, kind of in the shape of a frame, which helps them to easily align with the stencils and the die. But the really cool thing about the die is it actually cuts out each element individually. So you can absolutely keep them in the frame shape if you'd like, but you can also cluster and embellish and use them in different ways as well. So a lot of added versatility with this set, and we are really thrilled with how it turned out. Now there are some lovely sentiments included on it, and the 3 scripted sentiments also have coordinating dies in the die set. Now the hot foil plate matches the layering stencils and the die, of course. Now let's take a look at the cardstock stickers. So these are gold foiled cardstock stickers. You can really use these with any of our products. You've got one side that's gold foiled on colored backgrounds. And then the other side are the same sentiments, gold foiled on white. So a little bit more neutral and a really fun way, an easy way to add foiled sentiments to your project. Now I did create a card with this set. I did use the image in its frame form, but you'll notice I did the solid foiling and tucked it underneath. Oopsies. And then kind of just skewed my top images a little bit so that little bit of solid foiling would poke out underneath. So super fun. I'm sure when I showcase some card samples after this video section, you'll get to see it used in other ways as well. Now finally, we have our Sending Love product suite. This is a 4x6 clear stamp with coordinating die set. There is a stencil and a matching hot foil plate. Now in the die set, you have a die for cutting out this really lovely flourishy floral piece. And then there are dies for every sentiment in the stamp set as well. Now I want to show you guys the stencil for this one. It's actually a one-piece stencil because we found a way to get all of the layers on one stencil in order to save you money. There was really no need to do a separate stencil for each of these because there was minimal layers, especially on the final 2 layers. So for reference, when you line it up, you'll just do color 1 first, which is the greenery. Move on up to color 2, which is the first part of those florals. And then color 3 just finishes those florals out. Now these work with the matching hot foil plate as well, which also, of course, coordinates with the die set. So all goes together well. Now here is a mini slimline card that I created using this Sending Love set. It looks really fun, both the standard foiling and the solid foiling. I love how they kind of complement each other. And look at how lovely and intricate those die cut sentiments turn out from this set. Now here are some more beautiful projects from our team featuring these new stamps, stencils, dies, and matching hot foil plates that I just introduced in the last segment. We have a new alphabet set called the Julietta Alpha. This is an uppercase alpha, A to Z. Each one is about 1 inch in height, and then the widths vary just depending upon the letter. This is perfect for both card making and scrapbooking. You can create custom greetings for your cards and titles for your scrapbooking layouts, mini albums, and so much more. So it's a really versatile set. It's a really nice and modern typeface. You'll notice there are those fun designs inside, giving it a really whimsical and fun flair. You've already seen this card, but just for reference, here is the alpha set in use. Now, let's take a look at these new stencil and die sets. This is a new concept that we've come out with that we are really extremely excited for. We wanted a way to give you layered flowers that would allow you to use all of the inks that you have at your disposal. So we came out with these stencil and die combos for creating really lovely multi-piece florals. So this first one is called Stylized Floral. And when all is said and done, you can ink blend this beautiful cluster or arrangement of flowers and leaves by using the stencils and the die together. So the stencils, you start out and you do your ink blending. So we've got stencil 1, which is just the foliage, and then you have stencil 2, which actually breaks up the different flowers and tells you that they should be a different color because you're going to be layering these up together. So once you ink blend these, you will ink blend these on 2 separate cardstock panels. And once you're done with your ink blending, then you would grab the one-piece dies. There's one for the foliage and one for the flowers, and you'll cut them out separately. And you'll notice we have little guidelines in place for lining up the floral dies, or excuse me, lining up both dies. Inside of the floral die, you'll notice there are a ton of detail pieces for adding texture and dimension to the florals. After you cut all of the pieces out, that is when you arrange them. Now this one is arranged in this specific design, but of course you can take those pieces and trim or just arrange them how you see fit. So the sky is really the limit on the stylized floral set. So this one is a little bit more of a cluster of florals. Just for lack of a better term, I think cluster is a good way to describe it. So in the same concept in our Sweet Blossoms set here is the stencils are a little bit bigger, a little bit more layers on this one. But you've got there are 3 layers for the florals. You've got floral 1, floral 2, and floral 3, and then you have foliage. So foliage goes on its own cardstock panel. The floral layers can all, I believe, all be done on the same panel. Yes, they sure can. So then you would layer the florals all on the same panel in the colors of your choice. Then you've got this 2-piece die, which you cut out the florals by themselves and the stems by themselves. And in the end, you get all of these gorgeous floral stems to use to create a lovely garden of flowers on your projects, whether you are a scrapbooker or a card maker. You'll notice in the flowers and the foliage or greenery on this one, there are lots of those little detail pieces, which are going to add depth and dimension to this set as well. We are so excited with how these turned out. It took some troubleshooting and some testing, and we have finally perfected it. And we're so excited to release these. We think you're going to love using them. And the really cool thing about it is you've got some versatility because you can use the stencils with your inks for any colors that you have on hand, but you can also use the dies from your favorite colored cardstocks as well. So lots of options for this. And I am going to share right after this some really fantastic samples that our team has created using these sets, and I think that you are going to just love them. I think you're going to be amazed at all the possibilities of this innovative new stencil and die floral combo that we have come out with. Here are just a few more examples from our team that turned out just beautiful. Now, we have a blog hop going on where you will be able to see a ton more inspiration. And of course, there are prizes all along the way, so you will definitely not want to miss that. The blog hop link is in our video description below, so be sure to check that out. Now, speaking of giveaways, we have a grand prize giveaway right here on our YouTube video today. All you have to do is let us know in the comments below what your favorite items are from this release, and keep in mind that I didn't say you had to pick just one. Well, that is our first release of 2024. We hope you love all of the new designs, and we can't wait to see what you create.